Good evening, you're about to listen to the Odd Pod. We don't know why, however we are grateful you chose to. We do wish to inform you that the views, opinions and overall morality do not necessarily reflect those of the station, sponsors or musical entities. If you should choose to continue, and we sincerely hope that you do, just know, we try to advise you against these actions and we are not responsible for any damage done to your sanity, morals or ideals. Thank you. Here comes that terrible siren.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
And now, broadcasting from the heart of Metro Detroit, you're listening to the Odd Pod.
Double the D's for double the fun.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday night, and you're listening to the Odd Pod on TapDetroit.com, and I am your host, Odd, and with me in studio is my lovely co-host, Ace.
Howdy, howdy.
That's right.
Lovely tonight. Yeah, moving up in this world.
All right, so we have a show planned for you tonight.
There's a show.
Yeah, I don't know.
On with the announcements.
What announcement?
A big announcement.
I had an announcement?
About a big announcement. I want to know what the big announcement is.
I posted one thing about the announcement.
Yeah, I know, but I'm in the background and I see what's going on and I want to know. I want to be on the inside looking out.
All right. So, I actually got the news last Friday, early in the day before we went on air, and I couldn't say anything. Couldn't say anything all week, and then I got the go-ahead that I can say what's going on.
Say it!
So I was interacting in a group on Facebook, podcast group, and this person put a post up saying that if they were interested in a funnel of, or a channel of people to interview, to contact them. And nobody had bit on this in like 2-3 hours.
That's what we was talking about.
So I decided to comment. And I was like, I'll bite. What's the list of people? And I got a response that said, I sent you a PM. Opened up my messenger, and he said, I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but the list of people I could give you would read like a phone book. If you're truly interested, what's your phone number?
Okay. Now, I'd be thinking scam right about here.
Right. You know, but because I'm the type of person that will sit and talk to the telemarketers and fuck with them.
Right.
I got nothing to lose. It's Friday morning. Everything for the show's ready to go. I don't really have to jump up and do anything. Sure. Why the hell not? So I give him my phone number, and he says, I'll call you in 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes exactly go by, and my phone rings. And I start talking to this man. And he said, I hope I didn't come off like an asshole and telling you, I would give you, it would just read like a phone book. He's like, I'm not bullshitting. I am telling the truth. I am 100%. He was like, go look at my profile on Facebook. I did. He's like, look at my pictures. Okay. And it was mostly pictures of him.
Okay.
You know, but it looked like a genuine account. It wasn't a fake account that was set up for this. And he said, now look at your messenger. And I get a picture of him and Steven Spielberg.
Oh, nice.
And I went, what?
The hell? Yeah.
So I had a very nice conversation, about an hour and a half with this man. And what he is a Hollywood publicist.
Oh, no way.
Yes. And so the agreement that we came to is going to allow me to have interview subjects.
Oh, man, really?
Yes.
Cool.
And it is actually starting tomorrow. I am doing the first interview. It will be a video interview. So what we're going to do is we're going to conduct the interview. I'm going to snip 15 minutes out of the interview to put into next week's show.
Okay.
After next week's show airs, that Saturday, the interview is going to go up in full, the video, my face and in his face, to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So for the full interview, you're going to have to go to YouTube.
To watch it.
But it's free.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we're going to get an interview of a celebrity, and then you're going to cut it into an audio and then put a link to the full interview, which is a video chat?
No, wait, okay, hold on. You're halfway there. Whoa!
Yeah, hey, I can't even get our little thing right on the messenger. I'd have to go behind me and fix them.
So, again, I'm conducting a video interview tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Or tomorrow afternoon. It'll be morning for him.
Can I ask who?
I'll tell you who. Just let me get there. I'm going to explain this to you.
Okay.
I'm conducting a video interview tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 15 minutes of the audio from that episode or from that interview and drop it into next week's episode. So we're going to have a 15-minute break at some point.
There'll be a 15-minute. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And then after the show airs, Saturday, the video of our interview that we did, the video of it, so you'll be able to see my face and his face, gets uploaded to our YouTube channel.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah.
Cool.
Honestly, if you listen to the fun size on YouTube, you already have us saved and subscribed. Yeah. And if you don't, subscribe.
That's awesome.
So you want to know who he
I
is?
I want to know. I want to know. Is it somebody I know?
Maybe not by name though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm interviewing a man named Larry Hankin.
Larry Hankin. He's an actor.
Yes, character actor. He's an artist. He's a producer.
He's Adam Sandler's friend?
He was in a movie with Sandler. You are correct.
Okay, he was in Billy Madison.
Yes,
I believe.
Yes, he was.
I do know him.
Yeah.
Cool. We get to interview a celebrity.
So he was also in the TV show Friends. He played the grumpy next door neighbor. He was in Home Alone. He was in Escape from Alcatraz with Eastwood. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He's also been on 2 different Star Trek shows, Next Generation and Voyager, a bunch of stuff. I realized I have been watching this man since I was a kid because the earliest thing in his IMDb list that I recognize is Yours, Mine, and Ours.
I don't know that one.
It is an old movie. I forget.
Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood. I remember him in that. That's an older movie.
So, Yours, Mine, and Ours is an older movie, 1968. It starred Henry Fonda and Lucille Ball.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up. Man, he had been young back then.
Think of the Brady Bunch, but each side brought multiple kids in, like more than just 3.
14 sides.
Yeah.
We got a clan.
But anyways, Yours, Mine, and Ours is one of my mom's favorite movies. And
That's why you knew it.
yes, because she had showed it to me, and like
That is super awesome, though, that you get to interview him.
yeah. So I'm hoping that things go well. It's been a while since I've done an interview, and I'm
Got a little bit of butterflies. Dude?
yeah, a little apprehensive because I'm like, damn, it's been forever. I'm going to try to get him to play interview roulette.
Good idea.
Well, because it is the thing that I'm trying. We brought it with the show. I'm going to try and get him to do interview roulette.
I like it.
Yeah.
Everybody has has fun with that.
So that's where they start. The way it's going to be, unless things change, which they might have to, I will be doing 2 interviews a month. Cool. Sometimes they'll be live.
Wow.
Which the following week, the week after the Larry Hankin episode airs.
Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah.
That'd be the 16th?
Hold on.
I think next weekend's the 8th.
The 24th is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the 24th, we will have a renowned psychic that we're interviewing and talking to.
Do we get the name?
Artie Hoffman.
Artie Hoffman. Boy, that rings a bell, but I couldn't put a face to it. But yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
That'd be fun. That'd be a good interview.
If you go to the Facebook page for the Odd Pod, that's / the Odd Pod, there are 2 events posted, one for Larry Hankin when his show airs and one for Artie Hoffman when his show is live.
Oh,
so, that's fine.
That's everything.
Well, so here's the thing. Facebook is, well, I hope you won't have to do that. But you know what? I'm going to hold you to that. Huda said, if you ever get Ryan Reynolds, I will shit myself. So I don't know if he'll do it out of surprise or excitement, but I'm going to mark my words. I want you to mark my words, Hudis. If I get Ryan Reynolds to do an interview with me, you are required, no matter what, to shit yourself.
That'd be great. We could all work on that together. We can start some kind of movement.
You guys are shooting for the moon, and I'm just learning to fly. Leave me alone.
Oh, no, all you gotta do is get word to Ryan Reynolds. Hey, we got a guy willing to shit himself. Yeah. He'd jump all over. Just get the word there.
Yeah. So be careful.
Careful whose pants you're shitting.
Once again, my superpower comes into play. So I saw a post from years ago when we were doing the old show, and it's something that I'm thinking I want to bring back too. I want to start a day of random acts of oddness.
That's every day.
Well, yeah, for me, but
Me too.
yeah, I want people that are interacting with the show, I want them to do something that is odd for them. Step outside your comfort zone, essentially. Or do something weird in public, because that could be outside of your comfort zone. Nothing that's going to harm you or harm anyone else, but just something a little odd.
2 different shoes, maybe.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be much.
Yep.
Just feel odd.
Motor City Candle Works is doing a special right now with their website, and if you give me just 1 second here,
It's good stinky stuff.
it is. You'll hear the commercial later. Starting today, anyone who makes a purchase on MotorCityCandleWorks.com will be entered to win $10. The good news is the more people that shop, the more the cash grows. Drawing will be on December 21st, so head over to the website today. That's MotorCityCandleWorks.com. You'll receive bonus entries if you purchase and share this post.
Cool.
So I will make sure that post is shareable for everyone starting after the show.
Awesome.
But I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
It was good.
I want to see it.
I'm not going to give spoilers. But what I am going to say is there are things that happened that I wish wouldn't have happened. There are things that didn't happen that I wish would have happened. And there are things that happened that I wished would have happened sooner.
Now, see, that's funny because I've heard different people say, and I still haven't seen it, they say the first half of the movie was the best part of the movie and they ruined it with the end. And then I heard people say the first half of the movie sucked and they saved it with the end. So I'm suspected there's a split right down the middle there somewhere.
It is, and it's the crossovers that are of the generation. Because I'm going to be, I'm curious to see the age groups of which said which Like the age group of those that thought the beginning was solid and the end was shitty.
You know, I don't want to spoil for everybody, but I haven't seen it. But I suspect at least one of the original Ghostbusters come back towards the end of the movie. And that's what people, I think, the younger set seems to like the beginning of the movie because they have no previous reference. So they like the beginning. And the old people are like, no, the beginning sucked. And then the old people are like, I like the ending. And the young people are like, the ending sucked.
See, I enjoyed the movie because I always wanted a third movie that was like the guys were too old to do it anymore, and they had brought in a bunch of new recruits. Essentially,
I thought that's what we were going to.
I always had hoped that Oscar Dana's kid,
right, would come back.
Would kind of follow in
their grandkids something.
Yeah, and that never happened. So I'm okay with the fact of the young kids, that are in the movie and them kind of taking up the mantle, so to speak. But what I just, it was great nostalgic fun. It was a very fitting third to also be a vehicle for more. My issue with the Ghostbusters movies, though, was always the treatment of Winston.
Right.
I always wanted, like, Winston was a cool dude, and like all of the promotional stuff, it's always just the three, and I know the backstory with Ghostbusters too because I'm a movie nerd and I pay attention to this stuff. Originally, the role of Winston was written for Eddie Murphy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, had a much larger story as well.
More interesting.
When Eddie Murphy couldn't do it, Ernie Hudson stepped in, and then they started chopping the part. But Ernie's a good actor and was even then. So some of the lines that was supposed to go to Winston got put onto the other characters. It was actually supposed to be Winston getting slimed by Slimer.
So they switched it around.
Yeah. But Winston had this backstory, too, that he was ex-military. He was an engineer of some sort. He was smart in his own right.
He was just out of work looking for a job.
Yeah, and based on the way the original script read, it was almost as if Winston had a key role in helping the guys set up that containment field for the ghosts.
Okay.
Like, they knew the science, but he knew how to build it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I was always upset that, Winston's character wasn't more fleshed out.
Right.
But what they gave us, that'll do.
Yeah, I want to see it. I'll watch it regardless. But yeah, I've been kind of waiting for that one.
It was fun though.
Well, that's the most important part. Did you enjoy the movie? You paid for it. Did you enjoy it?
Sure, we'll go with that. There were little Easter eggs and stuff too, all the way through that touched back. Like there was the heavy-handed stuff where they were very clearly referencing, but then there were the little touches like the music, like the score that was there. One of my favorite pieces that was in the Ghostbusters is da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, that very Manhattan-y,
Right.
yeah. And then there was also they laid in where Peter was at Dana's apartment playing with the piano, like they hate that, and the musical piece that they created off of that later, yeah, that made its way in. So, and then the toaster
Came back.
well, it's in Egon's kitchen.
Nice.
So, no, it was a good movie. So I urge you, however you can see it, see it.
Go see it.
Let's see. Drive Fast. So tonight we've got a new track. It's called Drive Fast. It is by Bliss My Heart, but it features Eric Jake. Eric Jake is in Wild Street.
Oh,
And for those of you that listen regularly, Wild Street is a band that we normally play. This song, it was sent to me, and I dug it. It's very 80s rockish.
Yeah, I like it. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
It's right up my alley.
So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, make sure you look up Bliss My Heart and give them a like, and go look up Wild Street and give them a like, and let them know that you enjoyed the track. We've got the Chinchillionaires with We Are Legion, because I just wanted to hear it again.
One more.
And then after that, we've got Ocean Horse with Locks. Ocean Horse is one of our new ones.
Yep, good band.
Did I tell you last week about the little magic chips I have here?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Planky had me design up some stickers for Tap Detroit. And we're going to put those on him, and he's going to take them out, and you're going to see there's certain bars that Planky frequents that if you look, you're going to find it. Yeah. You'll see something for Tap Detroit there. And all you'll have to do if you're...
Tap Detroit?
Yeah. Take your phone up to it.
And tap it.
It's basically works on the same principle as the Tap to Pay. So if you got it turned on, you can slide your phone past it, and you'll get the information for the website. And you can share it with others and show others. That's mainly it. Point them in the direction.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah. We put up the Christmas tree in the living room.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. We have a dog and 2 cats in the house, and we put up a Christmas tree.
You're asking for trouble.
No, it has not gone nearly as terrible as I had envisioned in my head. The second cat that is here, Mars, has taken to laying under the Christmas tree.
Nice.
Our cat, Kitty, likes to lay in a box in the living room when we're all up there. Well, if it's next to the tree, yeah. And Artie will just be up your ass wherever you are. He did knock the Christmas ornaments off the bottom of our Christmas tree. They're plastic ornaments. You can't hurt them. Actually, this year we went with mostly non-breakable for the tree. We were just like, fuck it. We had tubes of plastic ones that I think we had gotten from like Family Dollar or something years ago. And yeah, so we decorated our tree with ornaments that if they do break, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I was sent to get the tree, but, I got sidetracked.
Did you not get a tree?
Oh, yeah, we got a tree. It's out in the garage. She sent me out to get it. I hung a poster. Put some stickers up.
You had a story.
Yeah, I did some sciencing.
Yeah, what was your sciencing?
Yeah. Well, I put to the test that it's not the gift, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, it's bullshit. Because, as you remember, I made a rather large purchase of a bunch of coffee mugs with
correct
on them.
Yeah.
Well, I was planning on passing them out at my wife's Christmas party to all her workers.
Yeah.
Well, they canceled the Christmas party, so I showed up at her work today.
Yeah.
It passed them out.
And how'd that go?
I'm spending the night. You was right. Not a good idea. Yeah. Didn't go how I had hoped.
Did you even have a little Santa hat on when you showed up?
No.
That's why then.
But they opened the mugs and everybody was like, "Why do we got a Pep Boy cup?" And one lady was like, "Who the hell is this Pep Boy?" I was like, "It's me." It was me. They was like, "Why?" Yeah, it went over like a big old lead balloon. It was great.
You know what's even greater? You know what's going to happen to some of those? They're going to wind up in a thrift store soon.
Yeah, then people going, "Look, a Pep Boy."
It's got a QR code on the back. Let's scan it. Maybe we'll get a deal.
Down on auto parts.
Just us.
But yeah. So now my wife, all her co-workers now have Ace Cups.
That's the gift you give to your least favorite nephew.
Well, you know.
I think you outbeat Fruitcake for regift this year.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Christmas disasters, Whamageddon is in full effect. If those of you out there don't know what Whamageddon is, please let me inform you. Whamageddon is a Christmas game that some of us like to play during the holiday season, and it is basically, you can listen to Christmas music all you want, but if you hear Last Christmas by Wham, you lose.
I win.
You don't listen to Christmas music.
Nope.
Well, then you can't technically play Whamageddon.
Okay, well, good. I didn't want to play anyway.
But for those of you that do listen to or enjoy Christmas music, if you choose to play, good luck. Usually, if you choose to play, where you end up losing is stores. That's the shitty thing. You're like, yeah, I'll just listen to my own playlist of Christmas music. You know, Wham, Last Christmas will be in there, but it won't be by Wham, because that's perfectly fine. Any cover of it is fine. It's just by Wham.
Understandable.
And then you go into a store and you're shopping and you hear Mariah Carey screeching at you about Christmas, and then wham!
Wham.
Yeah. So, Whamageddon is in full effect. We are playing. It is not fun to make your friends lose, so they say. I have done it in the past, but I've been told it's poor form and bad sportsmanship.
Yeah, get over it.
We recently had a new furnace put in. That happened this week. That was fun. Yeah. It was loud. Yeah, I got a call Tuesday. I knew they were coming Wednesday, but I got a call Tuesday from the company, and they're like, so we're going to be there at about 9 a.m. to replace the furnace and the AC unit. And I went, what? AC unit? I thought we were just getting a furnace. And he said, no, your landlord has decided to do both. And I was like, huh, okay. So, yeah, they were from here from like 9 until 4.
Yeah, that's a big job.
But we have a much more efficient and actually smaller furnace. That was the crazy thing.
I didn't even notice.
That's how small it is. I haven't seen the AC unit because I haven't bothered to look at it while I was out there. I'll point you in the right direction in a few if you want to see it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, when it kicks on behind you, you're like, oh, there it is. And then finally, before we go to break, I got back into piratey fun, playing Sea of Thieves.
I saw you posting something about that. I figured it was a game.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves is a game that you can play with friends. Billy and Ari played it with us last night. Billy and my friend Rob was with us this morning. Rob had messaged me last night while we were playing. It was like, hey, do you want to pirate? And I'm already pirating. Sorry. So this morning I messaged him, and Billy had just gotten up, so we threw everybody.
We're pirating.
Yeah.
It's like PUBG, but different.
You kind of, I steer the boat.
Okay.
I'm the captain. I drive the pirate ship.
Make it so.
Sometimes I drive the pirate ship into the island, but I'm more not island than always hitting the island.
As long as you keep it off the beach, I guess you're okay.
It doesn't stay on the beach.
But when people got to get off the boat and push it back in the water, they get cranky.
I did one last night where I'm sailing this giant galleon with Billy, Ollie, and Ari, and at one point we come into the dock, and I have him drop anchor, and I've cranked the wheel all the way to one side, so when the anchor hits, we turn. And as we settle, the ass end of the galleon is like hanging right above one of the shops.
I was on the computer. I actually got a picture of it.
Yeah, I parallel parked it.
That poor shopkeep, though.
See a big ass hand coming around. Ah!
So anyways, if you're out there and you play Sea of Thieves and you see my gamer tag, be nice, because we have a live and let live policy. Yeah.
We will hunt you down.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Don't fuck around and find out. Anyway, so we're going to go to break. Remember, if you go to MotorCityCandleworks.com, they are doing the $10 or cash pot as it grows drawing. You'll get entries for liking and sharing the post, which I'll share for you to the Odd Pod page so you guys can go look and share. And then, yeah, you're going to get Drive Fast by Eric Jake and Bliss My Heart, or actually the other way around, Bliss My Heart featuring Eric Jake. We Are Legion by the Gentillionaires and Locks by Ocean Horse. And when we come back, we're going to jump into the topics before the end of the hour, and we're going to talk about probably the Bermuda Triangle and a reptile imitating a preacher.
Not hard to believe.
Yeah, reptile alien and Bermuda Triangle. Right here on the Odd Pod when we come back.
Now it's time for the Odd Pod's Patreon shout-out. Big thanks to Bryce Rogers, Tiki, Billy Yum, Justin Burnside and Zaldor of Zaldor's World Podcast for becoming a patron. We hope you enjoy our long, uncut and girthy episodes until you're fully satisfied and left shaking from laughter. For everyone else, you can join our Patreon too. Just head to patreon.com/theoddpod. Become a patron and reap the benefits today.
Are you tired of incense that stinks? Motor City Candleworks is Metro Detroit's #1 source for premium handmade incense, as well as hand sanitizer and now massage oil, with a wide array of scents inspired by Michigan cities and attractions. You're sure to find a fragrance that'll keep your love of the mitten burning all year round. Head to MotorCityCandleworks.com and order yours today. And make sure you find them on Facebook too for all of their upcoming sales and events. Motor City Candleworks. Michigan handmade scents that just make sense.
That smell. The kind of smelly smell.
I drive fast. Catch me every night. Turning up and drive. I drive fast. Catch me every night. Turning up and drive. I got the feeling that I'm ready tonight. Drive fast. Drive fast. Yeah, it makes me crazy when you're riding with me. You drive fast. I drive fast. You make me cry. You're in the night. You make me lie. In the night. I got the feeling that I'm ready tonight. Drive fast. Drive fast. Yeah, it makes me crazy when you're riding with me. You drive fast. I drive fast. drive fast. Seems like paradise in the night. Seems like paradise in the seems like paradise in the night.
Hi, this is your friendly neighborhood radio DJ Oddman. Just wanted to let you know that the Odd Pod has an official merch shop set up for all the oddities eager to get covered in a bit of odd. Or maybe you want to seduce your partner by slipping into something a little more odd.
Ooh la la.
Maybe you just want to wallpaper a room in your house with stickers, because we got them too.
I'm gonna need more stickers.
You can find a link on our page via Facebook or on our page over at tapdetroit.com/The Odd Pod. So show your support and love for the Odd Pod today by picking up something from our store.
We are the Chinchillionaires from the shores of St. Clair. St. Clair Shores, Michigan. And when we're feeling odd, which is much of the time, we listen to The Odd Pod on tapdetroit.com. We want... Oh, come on! I don't care. You're cleaning that up.
You're doing, we choose to believe, 'cause we've been through it. What you don't know is we've been watching. Your time is close, and we are legion. Anybody with a little bit of intellect, I get a measure of respect. What I said is what I meant. Mix the cement, build a wall, then I tear it all down. Run it till it doesn't make a sound. All I gotta do is really say I'm gonna prove who's who till I'm blue in the face. Maybe we can take it on the road and do a show. It'll be a whole new level where the devil doesn't go. What I mean is, don't say it. I can see it. I don't wanna. You don't mean it. Once again, we are legion. What I mean is, don't say it. I can see it. I don't wanna. You don't mean it. Once again, we are legion. And when I could, I had to take a look around. The sun went down. Everyone I knew, I had to kill him. When I did, I finally saw clear. The beast stood near. I sharpened my spear, the fear went away. Staring in the mirror, and it was me, it went crazy. Maybe I was dreaming, but I see it and I believe that it was real, 'cause I feel this demon in me. What I mean is, don't say it. I can see it. I don't wanna. You don't mean it. Once again, we are legion. What I mean is, don't say it. I can see it. I don't wanna. You don't mean it. Once again, we are legion. We choose to believe, 'cause we in front of me. His cracking skin reveals the truth within. A blaze it screams for all eternity. The bullet scraped my eye. See what it was to be. Unborn as light. Beyond the gates, beyond status, beyond the shame designed to paralyze us. The locks are gone, now shine on. It's all within our reach. Pick up the axe to look inside. No stone unturned. Freaking memory for what meant to beyond the gates, beyond status, beyond the shame designed to paralyze us. The locks are gone, now shine on. Beyond the gates, beyond the gates, beyond status, beyond the shame designed to paralyze us. The locks are gone, now shine on. Beyond the shame designed to paralyze us. The locks are gone, now shine on.
You're listening to the Odd Pod.
Double D's, double the fun.
All right, we're back, and I promised the Bermuda Triangle. And I have it. But first,
Chew!
I had to sneeze.
There was a demon, I saw it.
Yeah, flew right out of me. So we all know the Bermuda Triangle, right? It's area, yeah, between 500 and 1,500 square miles. It stretches from Florida to the Greater Antilles and up to Bermuda. And yeah, Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. And over the last 200 years, some 50 ships and 20 aircraft have vanished into the triangle, with many of the incidents unable to be explained by physical evidence. There are suggestions that they've said is that, you know, the one that sticks out the most to me that ever sound like it could be any kind of credible is that there's supposedly like a methane deposit or something under there that lets off every so often and fills the area with gas, but the radar or the instruments and the atmosphere don't play nicely together and everything goes wonky.
Right. Well, if enough of the natural gas is released, what happens for ships, it bubbles, and it loses buoyancy, and it falls basically through the gas to the bottom of the sea, and the sea collapses around it. But the gas is also highly flammable. So if you're using a jet engine or get a spark and that gas is in the air, you hit that methane pocket in the air, you're in the middle of a really large explosion.
Yep.
So,
And
methane itself in that kind of quantities is actually lethal.
yeah.
you can't
So,
do it.
I mean, it stands to reason that an area that stretches that big, that is close to land for 3 different places.
It's possible. Very possible. And it's been known to have big releases like that out there.
Well, anyways, U.S. Navy bombing mission Flight 19 is one of the Triangle's most notorious disappearances. A squadron of 5 planes and their 14-man crew disappeared over the Triangle shortly after the end of World War II and were never seen again.
Along with the plane full of searchers.
Yeah. Last year, a new team of investigators got together to try and solve the case of Flight 19, which remains one of the Triangle's most elusive mysteries. The team's efforts were chronicled for a fresh season of the documentary series History's Greatest Mysteries. History Channel in the U.S., directed by Lawrence Fishburne.
Really?
Yeah.
He directed it?
Yeah.
I knew he narrated it.
So they are trying to figure out
where the planes went.
Yeah.
Everybody has been for years and years and years.
Well, you first hear about the Bermuda Triangle when you're a kid, when they tell you the story of Amelia Earhart, how she tried to fly around the world and she disappeared right around that area. Yeah. And so that's when you're like, wait, what? There's a spot in our world that people just disappear?
And then you hear about Flight 19, you go, the military disappeared there?
Yeah.
Twice? The same day?
Then you see movies like the Manhattan Project and...
Go on a ship cruise? No.
Nope.
No, I do not.
Nope. Water seems scurry.
Hey, back in the 80s, Motley Crue had a Bermuda Triangle cruise. It was one of the first bands to do a cruise. They did it right through the Bermuda Triangle.
You see, nothing happened that day.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it's really hoping to disappear.
No aliens.
So,
no Atlantis. No nothing.
A total of 216 men of the ship's almost 3,000 strong crew lost their lives as the ship went down after... What? Fuck. I skipped ahead. I screwed up. There's a big shocker.
I was like, what? What just happened?
Yeah, I was reading shit I didn't need to. I remember reading about it. Like, I had these books when I was a kid that was like amazing and weird stories. It was a collection of them.
Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, the Bermuda Triangles, UFOs.
Yeah, like little paper books.
yeah.
But I had a bunch of them because they had different stuff in them. They had ghosts and the paranormal and witchcraft and everything else. I was always a weird kid. I like the
supernatural weird
shit. Yeah, like what's going on? So, but I think that's plausible for what's going on with the Bermuda Triangle. Do I think it's a mystery? Nah, maybe.
It's no more mystery than any other large body of water.
Tell you what. Yeah. I'll give it to him. I won't ask any questions. I'll just
98% mystery. Yep. We know nothing about the oceans.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a mystery upon itself. But anything supernatural or special about it? Nah, I don't think so. Atlantis might have sank there, but besides that, I doubt that. I don't buy that theory anymore.
No.
Yeah. I think Atlantis is in the southern part of Spain. It's just buried.
Well, underwater.
No, actually, it's on land.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's under a swamp.
So, partially underwater. Speaking of swamp, what lives in swamps?
Frogs.
I was waiting for someone to be like, ogre.
Frog.
Reptiles.
Frog. I went too distinct. I should have went bigger. things that like water. Birds. Birds live everywhere. Not in all swamps.
So, I found this story not so much because, hey, you know, it's something that actually happened. It's a Weekly World News style story.
Those are my favorite.
It comes from the Friendly Atheist.
Oh, those are my favorite too.
End Times Preacher. A reptile alien imitating my husband tried to sleep with me.
She wishes.
So, her name's Sharon Gilbert. She says that an alien imitated her husband and then it tried to have sex with her. And then it claimed to be Xerxes, and then Jesus got involved, and then the alien turned out to be a reptile with a posse of gargoyles.
So she's having an orgy with... Never mind.
This woman is on video explaining.
She's having reptile Jesus demon orgy sex.
Yeah.
And she thinks it's real.
She says, after Derek and I got married, one night, this other Derek appears in our bed.
Other Derek appears. They have a twin brother.
The real Derek is laying down next to me. Other Derek sits right up out of it. It startled me. I knew that it was not Derek. And
Florida.
So, no, you gotta hear this. You gotta let me read it. So I asked this critter, who are you? Because he clearly wanted to have sexual relations.
Clearly. His tail was stiff.
His ungular sac was engorged. And he said, come on, I'm your husband. I said, who are you? And he had the nerve to claim to be Xerxes.
Nice. Who the hell is Xerxes?
Well, other Derek seriously wanted to invite me to use my free will to do something that was going to pull me away from God.
He was a snake, I get it.
So this last time I knew he was really desperate. And I asked him again, who are you? He told me the same answer and I said, I'm not going with you. This was an internal dialogue. Finally I said, I've had enough. In my mind, I reached up and I grabbed his face and I said, you're a liar and Jesus is real. And I pulled that face off and beneath it was a reptile. And he had little creatures with him this time. So this entity had visited her multiple times, apparently.
Of course it has.
And little creatures, they look like gargoyles, she said. They were very reptilian as well. So, yeah.
So you know what his annex? I don't know what you were looking at me for. I didn't put her on it. See, whatever you're on, lady, get off of it. You're taking too much.
It's bad. No. Yeah, it's like I said, Friendly Atheist. We'll post a link with this. It was just fun to just look at and chuckle because, look,
each your own. Maybe she is having
right.
child Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't come up with this stuff. I just hear.
Oh, but I couldn't resist. It was too fun. It was over. It's a ride. So coming up in our next break, you're going to get Feed the Kids by Thank Frank. You're going to get Full Monty with Quiet Down. And you're going to get a song from Bryce J. Rogers, You Can't Handle Your Drugs.
I'll fill you.
I swear I didn't plan that. Not at all.
Not you. You never do something like that.
No, not me. I will say this. I am excited because we've got to finish up what I'm talking about, the celebrity interviews and stuff that's coming. I'm working on 2 a month is the plan, and I'm starting to book for February now.
Yeah, I'm on board for that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Interesting people, things to hear stories from and talk to, and
just to let everybody know the celebrities are people too. They, same everyday things.
Yep. It's going to be a fun ride to...
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm a movie nerd, so...
Yeah. Celebrities love to talk about themselves, and we love to talk about them. So
yeah.
It works.
See, and that's the only thing that bothers me, is that we love to talk about them. I like stories from what goes on in the movies and in the TV shows. Yeah. But I don't... I don't know. I think we're a little too obsessed with celebrities. Like, I don't need to know that you got married. I don't need to know that you got divorced.
Know who you're dating.
Yeah. I don't need to know that you had a kid. It's none of my business.
I want to know what rolls next, and let me know that you're an average Joe.
Yep. That's it. I don't know. We seem to be very rabid for every detail, and I don't get it.
Yeah, but some people live on that shit. There's a whole magazine industry at the end of the checkout aisle about it.
Yeah. So, but I am excited because there's going to be some really cool stuff coming.
Yeah, that's excellent.
2022 looks like it's going to be fun, everyone. So, keep an eye out, because we're going to announce who we're talking to, obviously. And,
everyone knows that it
he's got high hopes. It'll be what it'll be. Anyways, I'm going to throw you to music, and when we come back, we're going to get into the rest of the show. So enjoy, stick around. Thank you for joining us. You're listening on TapDetroit.com, and please make sure that you do stick around to hear all the cool stuff that Tap Detroit does. We play a lot of independent music. We've got a great bunch of shows that you can check out. Sunday is an amazing day because you can start at 10 o'clock in the morning and end at 4 p.m.
Hustling for the little guy.
And you have a great lineup of shows. At 10 a.m. you have Sonic Sunday, hosted by Miles Walton. And then, 12. Yeah. And 12 to 2 is the Sonic Gypsy Road radio show.
And then 2 to 4
is Radio Americana with Robert Lewis.
There you go.
So...
a whole 6-hour block right there.
Music and great hosts.
Yeah, it is some of the best.
Yeah. I really enjoy my Sundays because if I'm working, I'm listening.
Yep. Like I said, hustling for the little guy.
Yep. And yeah, keep supporting the Odd Pod and all the other great shows that we work with. Please show your support to Motor City Candleworks as well. Don't forget, you can go to the website, MotorCityCandleworks.com, and any order gets you entered into the raffle, I guess, drawing. I don't know how to describe exactly. Pot?
Your hat's in the ring.
Yeah. You're entered to win $10, and the more people that participate and make orders that put in, the pot gets bigger. Drawing will be December 21st, and there'll be a post that you can like and share to get entries.
Checking out the Odd Pod. If you want to hear the whole show, consider becoming a patron of our Patreon. Head to patreon.com/the Odd Pod. We're also all over social media like an STI that won't wash off. Head to tapdetroit.com/the Odd Pod to follow us today. We're already following you, and you forgot to buy milk.